recording. Here we go. I can record now. All right, let's get rid of Chris Brown. Bye, Chris Brown. All right, anybody got any good news they want to share before we get started?
I'm all done Christmas shopping.
All
Hallelujah.
right, that's good. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, so I got a boatload of good news, but I'll let y'all go first, before I get into it. But we got a lot of stuff. Oh, Lord Jesus, we got a lot of stuff to do today. Man, oh, man. Woo. See, what messed me up this morning, I got up late. Late to me is 7 o'clock. I normally get up at 5. So if I don't get up at 4, 5, they just kind of all messed up. And that's kind of what it's been this morning. But yeah, it's cool. I'll make up for it. That's all.
I got up late too, so don't feel
bad. Yeah. I guess you can slide. They let you slide when it's a holiday week. Holiday week, you can't get up late.
So yeah, I got up late. But nope, I told you I wasn't talking about no more good, bad, ugly to the beginning of the year. We're gonna get the year started.
Okay.
So then I can figure out what my good, bad, and ugly gonna be by February, okay?
All right. Cool. All right.
It's ugly right now.
Okay. Hey, well, bottom line, you want to get out of ugly and be good.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have some good starting the first part of the year.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's good news. Because bottom line, you plan on getting better. That's even good news. Okay. Yesterday was Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. Everybody want to call me at the same time. That's what's happening like every week. One day I'm just sitting in my chair, relaxing about the, since my wife been going, I drink a lot of alcohol now. I'm back on my drinking days. Lord have mercy, Lord. And a friend of mine bought me a whole bottle of Crown Royal peach for Christmas. He bought me a Christmas gift. He know how my wife is. He's like, I know you can't drink with your wife. No, I can't. My wife don't drink. But he bought me a whole bottle of Crown Royal, and he gave me a whole bottle of, I got peach Crown Royal and I got apple Crown Royal. So I got 2 big old bottles of Crown Royal alcohol, and I have yet to really break them in like I want, but I'll sip a little bit like after 6 o'clock when it's time for me to wind down, 6 o'clock. And everybody want to call me at 6:15. I'm like, that got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. So yesterday, one of the new recruits that I signed up last week, he was telling me, I told him this, I signed him up Friday. This is how you know somebody's serious about fixing their finance. I signed him up Friday, and he called me yesterday. That's how fast. How fast you want to stop struggling? You like, look, we can't play this game no more. So Friday, I signed him up Friday morning. I gave him some homework. I said, look, why are you paying $500 a month for car insurance? That don't make no sense. You only got one car? Yeah. Like, I know. Unless you're driving $100,000 car, that don't make no sense. Now, he told me he had some issues. He had some tickets. I'm like, look, I'm the ticket master. When I was in Atlanta, I was doing 150 miles an hour. So I know I was bad. But when they jack up your insurance to $1,000 a month, you stop. You're like, look, I can't do that no more. So I said, look, I've been there. But I can tell you what I did to get out of it. You got to shop around. So I told him to go to Esurance, shop around, which he did. And they told him they couldn't help him, but he kept looking. He said, look, you know what? All I heard from you was you got to stop giving away your money. I'm like, yeah, that's the quickest way to get rich. Stop giving away your money. So he kept calling around. He found a company that would take him for $300. I'm like, well, great. That's good news. That's excellent. So he went from $500 insurance a month to $300 insurance a month. Now, they told him, this is what they told him. They said, look, okay, we see where you had a couple records about 3 or 4 years ago. It's still in the system, but bottom line, 6 months from now, you can come back to us and get a different policy, and we'll drop it down to $100. I'm like, great, because guess what? All you did was what we teach. Stop giving away your money. So you know for a fact, 6 months from now, you know your insurance is going to drop. So you're going to cash flow. The keyword is cash flow. An extra $200 just by being smart. Okay? And guess what? If y'all know me, since he already saving $200 now, what's the first thing I told him to do?
This emergency fund.
Emergency fund. There you go. So when I talk to people, every person I talk to, the first thing I'm trying to do is get them to change their mindset. Stop giving away your money. So the first thing on the homework list is an emergency fund. Can you save, and I get this to but I don't care if you got a job or not. Can you save $100 to $500 in 30 days? So we had a conversation last Friday. So I told him, I said, look, next month, I know you can get it done before next month, but next month, when I check up on your butt, and I'm just being honest, that's what I do. When I check up on your butt, January the 15th, let's just say the 15th, January 15th, I say, hey, do you have $100 saved in your emergency fund? I don't want to hear no what had happened was. I don't want to hear that. Because I know you saved $200 in car insurance. Now, what you did with the money, I don't know. Now, I said, look, I know it's the holidays. You probably want to spend some money. You probably want to clown around. All right, I might let you slide. He's like, no, man. You know what? I'm tired of being broke. You ain't got to let me slide. Trust me, January 15th coming, I'm going to have my 100. Matter of fact, I'm going to have 500. Okay. That's the conversation I had yesterday. Then Friday, this Friday, we're going to, he's like, man, I need to save some more money. All right, great. We're going to go over your back office and put together your plan to become millionaire. All because he said, look, I'm not going to give away $200 next month. That's it. That's how simple this is. So when people struggle, they just kind of choose to struggle because they don't want to change. Mm-hmm. That's really what it comes down to. Okay. All right. So that's actually part of my good news. Whenever I help somebody, I don't get the credit. God gets the credit. The bottom line, God just used me to help somebody. But bottom line, that's good news to hear somebody choose to say, look, I had enough of this mess. I don't want to be broke no more. That's good news to me. Okay. All right. And then obviously, if y'all been on the calls, I'm making a boatload of money in the stock market. Oh Lord, ridiculous. That's why I'm so happy. I lost a boatload of money in the stock market 2 years ago. So to come back, yeah, I'm coming back hard. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. So I'm gonna show y'all some of that stuff. Okay, all right. Any other good news before we get started? I know somebody else just got on the call too. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. All right.
Good morning. I had to unmute myself. Sorry.
Hey, cuz. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Good morning, my love.
All right. Okay, so this morning, yeah, it's been a busy morning. Busy. Okay, what I normally do is get on a prayer call most mornings. Some mornings I just can't do it, but most mornings I do. And he went overtime. It was great. It was a 2-hour prayer call. And what he does, he kind of educates you too and just kind of talk about general stuff, but he prays too. But what you want to be doing now, you only got 2 weeks left, less than 2 weeks, is you're supposed to be putting together your New Year plan. Oh man, New Year's plan. All right, so what is that? All right, so now if most Christians, what they normally do beginning of the year, they do the Daniel fast. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I done that. I'm just being honest with you. It ain't funny. That's all I can say. It ain't funny. You telling me I can't eat meat? Oh man, I don't know about that one. Oh Lord. Oh man. No meat for 21 days. The Daniel fast is only 21 days, no meat. Then, you know, when we was living in Orlando for a while, we lived in Orlando for a year. And the church did it. It was a mega church. It was called Faith Assembly. I still watch them online. And they give you like a little, I call it a cheat sheet, because they know people can't handle, real facts. So they give you a cheat sheet and they say, well, you can eat, fake meat. I'm just being honest. You can have fake meat. Well, what's that? It's basically soybean, and then they actually have a whole aisle full of fake meat. And that stuff is expensive. Man, oh Lord. That's some expensive stuff. And basically, it's like they'll have hamburgers, but it's made out of vegetables and all this other stuff. Like,
You making me hungry.
Mm-mm. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. We did it. I mean, we actually did it. We survived it. That's what I'm saying. We survived it off of, now, my wife, she was more into it than me. I'm like, look, if we're gonna lie, let's lie right. That's what I said. We're gonna lie. You're gonna give me this steak hamburger because I love hamburgers. Don't give me this crap. This stuff don't even taste like hamburgers. And these chicken nuggets, there's no chicken nuggets. I don't know what the heck that was. But I said, look, if we're gonna eat, just give me some real chicken nuggets too. But hey, we did it. We actually did it. And I was like, look, I can't do the fake stuff. Give me the real stuff. I'll just eat more vegetables. And that's pretty much what I did for like 21 days. I will say this much: you will lose a lot of weight. You ain't, you know what I mean? It works. Just being honest, you feel a lot better. I mean, not only just mentally, but physically. You ain't lazy, and it's just most of the food that we eat is bad anyway because of processed. So it kind of is a good thing. But what it does is it kind of gets you to shift your mindset on a lot of stuff, spiritually, physically, mentally. So, the reason why I brought that up is I said, look, ain't no need to wait until now. A lot of the churches I attend, depending on what church you go to, they let you slide. They're like, look, we ain't gonna start this on the first, because we know you ain't ready. So they let you slide to the 10th. Okay. So what a lot of churches are doing now, they already letting everybody know, okay, January 10th, and from the 10th to the 31st, that's still your 21 days. We're gonna do prayers and fasting. You're supposed to pray more. And now, what I've done, and I've been doing this for well over a year now, I fast pretty much every Friday. I call it Fast Friday. So my body is already used to fasting at least one day a week. I've been doing it for a while. Most Fridays I fast. I just don't eat from 5 to 5 at night. And it kind of helps me because I like to eat out and I like to eat bad. But what I do to kind of combat that is I work out 2-3 times a week. Just because I know I'm bad. Matter of fact, I already know I'm about to do this Christmas Day. Or the day after Christmas, 1 or 2, I'm going to be eating a bunch of food. Turkey, you name it. I'm going to be getting it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know probably a whole lot of y'all probably start Christmas, eating out, hanging out with family, friends. So, hey, I get it. But bottom line, the point I'm trying to make is when you start changing your, I call it your lifestyle, when it comes to eating, and I mean not only the eating part, but the spiritual part and the financial part, you start seeing change. You're like, well, hold it now. This feels good. I like this. Yeah, you feel a lot better. And I trust me, I know because when I eat a whole lot of food, especially bad food, man, I feel like I'm climbing in and out of chairs. I'm like, oh Lord, man, I'm puffing and puffing. I'm like almost out of breath. But when I start eating healthy and I'm working out more, I'm like, let's go. I feel energized. Let's go. I'm ready. What time we going? Let's go. So that's just something I'm just giving y'all to just kind of consider over the holidays or after the holidays. You might want to think about eating a little healthier. And New Year's is when everybody want to lose weight and all this other stuff. Go to the gym. Okay, fine. We'll see how long that lasts. That's the question. How long will it last? And the hardest part is for people to commit to it. So, just giving you a heads up on that. Now, the other part of this, depending on what church you go to and who you're dealing with, you don't have to fast food. You can also fast the internet. Oh, Lord Jesus. Good luck with that. Oh, man. Good luck with that. I tried that. Now, I will say this. The only time I did that was when we were on a cruise ship. If we was on a cruise ship, you ain't have no choice. Unless you're paying for the internet, which sucks. You ain't going to have no internet. And I can tell you the first day when we left the port, first day, I'm looking at my phone, like, why is my phone not working? What's going on here? Why nobody calling me? I'm not used to this. What's going on? I'm not getting no updates. I'm not getting no messages. I should have got a text message by now. And I had to kind of go through a draw because it was like, I'm not used to it. But, been on several cruises. Now it's a piece of cake. So one thing you might want to think about fasting is the internet for like a day or two. And trust me, I don't know if y'all tried that or not, but that's different. Let me ask y'all this. Have y'all ever tried fasting the internet?
No.
You might want to try it. No internet. That would mean no. Oh, Lord. No phone. Turn your Wi-Fi off.
So you really you really would have to do that like on a weekend, right? Because if you're working and if you're self-employed, you can't fast the internet.
Mhm. Now remember, I'm working and I'm self-employed, and
And see, you was on a cruise, child. You weren't worried about working. And then
oh Lord,
most of your clients could have been those on the cruise ship because you can talk to folks as you go through and pass out cards, and you can work with people anywhere. But
hey,
those who are stationed,
mhm.
it have to be on there for work purposes. That'll be kind of hard unless you do like a weekend fast. Now, that's possible.
Okay, look, whatever works for you.
Or like you said, intermediate fasting. You can fast from 6 in the next 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Like that. I can see that working.
Correct. Okay. Look, whatever works for you, try it. That's all. Yeah. Like I said, for a while, for almost a year now, every Friday, I've been doing it for a while. I call it Fast Friday. I've been doing it for a long time. That's just me. Okay, now let's go a little further. How about TV? How about fasting TV? Oh man. Now I can do that. I've been doing that for a while now. TV meaning now that could mean Netflix, that could mean TV in general. Any watching TV, you say, look, I'm not turning TV on today. Now, I will say this. My wife is excellent at doing it. She is the queen of not watching TV, and she'll tell you, I ain't got a favorite TV show. I'm like, yeah, you right about that. She's like, look, I barely. She's in Jacksonville right now, and I can tell you how many times she turned the TV on. Probably once or twice. Once or twice, if that much. So I know she's good at that, fasting TV. So bottom line, when it comes to fasting, there is no, I guess, perfect way of doing it. Some people might do it for a week. Some people might do it for a day. Hey, whatever works better for you, at least try it. All I'm saying is at least try it. And you can try it now. You can try it after the New Year's, but at least try it. Trust me, like I said, you'll feel the difference. You'll feel the difference. And on top of that, you're supposed to be praying. You're supposed to be reading the Bible more and getting closer to God. Okay, great. So what I do it every day. Been doing it for over a year, more than a year, probably like the last 3 or 4 years. Is read the Bible. So normally I'll read the Bible at least one chapter a night. I'm in Psalms. Matter of fact, I just wrapped up Psalms last night. I'm in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1. There you go. Love Proverbs. So whatever works for you, try it. I mean, like I said, most of y'all probably go to churches or whatever, and church doing something new next year. Okay, fine. But like I said, when you give up something, best way of saying something is not helping you, and swap that out for something that is helping you, you feel the difference. That's what it's saying. Okay. All right. Next thing. Monopoly. Have y'all ever played the game Monopoly?
Yes, I have.
Okay. How do you win the game Monopoly?
Gaining most of the profits and the money.
Yeah, you got to strategize.
Yeah.
You take their property, keep your property, and get everybody else's property.
Exactly.
Okay. So when we got together, this was back in the day when I was a kid. My sister's husband was a pastor, and one of the things that we look forward to, things have changed now. Kids don't even play board games. Everything's electronic now. Everything they want to do is online. Oh boy, it's different now. But one of the things that we looked forward to was playing Monopoly with Uncle Walter and all the cousins. And it didn't matter the age. It didn't matter how old you was, how young you was. That was the thing to do. And we would always brag about who was the best. Okay? And what I try to get people to understand, especially if I'm talking to them, trying to train them, is let's just use common sense. If you can't get rich with fake money, how in the hell you think you're gonna get rich with real money? Oh Lord. So I mean, it's not that simple, but it is. So if you play Monopoly and if you played several times and you never win, how do you think that's gonna happen with real life? Right. So I know when we would play together, we would literally play all night long. From after we eat, we'd play Monopoly, and then we'd be playing till like 2, 3 in the morning. That's what was so good about it.
Right.
Oh, what's that?
I said that was us.
Yeah, okay, here you go. Right.
Yeah.
There you go. And it was just really just spending time with family members and friends and just association. And now, when I was young, I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew was you roll the dice on the thing, and then bottom line, you land on the different properties. Now, since I know this so well because I played it so many times, it's a 4-square board. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On the first side, I call it see, in the financial world, you know what I'm talking about. When you start getting financially literate, you know what I'm talking about. On the first side, you got the hood. Okay. The hood is, and I'm just being honest with you, because when you start playing this game, you're like, why am I losing?
I have never thought of it that way.
Okay. Now tell me this. If you know Monopoly, what's the hood side? That's the cheap property. What's the cheap property?
$60. What's that? Where's them boards?
Mm-hmm.
They got like $60. They like the light blue.
Right, the red. Right.
It's like the light blue side.
I think it was the blue side too.
The yellow.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
It was really nothing on that side.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Let's go back. All right. Can y'all see it?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the question.
The brown and the blue. There you go.
Yeah.
It was one railroad through the whole city.
Okay. So you start here, and you see that you got. Oh Lord, can I blow this up?
I can see it.
There we
Brown
go.
and the
Look at
blue.
that. All right. So now, when you come to the little toys, I was always the dog. I love being the dog. Okay. Taking y'all back. The dog. Okay. What were the game pieces? Y'all remember the game pieces?
It was the shoe,
The hat,
the dog,
the car,
the car.
Yep. The thimble. The thimble.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the horseman. Wasn't it the horseman?
It was a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It was like 6 little figurines.
Right. Yeah, correct. Okay, so now the money part. Now, sometimes I was the banker, and then some family members can't be the banker because they like to steal.
Right.
You know how they go. Like, what happened to the money?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Uh-huh. They can't be the banker. You can't be no banker.
You can't be the banker.
You gonna steal some money. And then what we would do to make the game exciting, on free parking, we would put $1,000.
Okay.
Whoever lands on free parking get the $1,000. So what we would do is always be there. So whenever somebody take it out, we replenish it. That was like the reward on landing on free parking. Boy, if you got that, you get the lotto. I'm back in the game, baby. Okay. All right. So the hood. This is the hood. Now, I know this ain't right because I played this game long enough. Ain't no old Kent Road. That ain't that. This must be a different version. This ain't it. This ain't it. Let me see if I can find a better picture. But that's UK. Okay. Why would we pull up the UK? They got so many versions of this thing. Oh Lord. Yeah. All right. So now I gotta type in US. There you go. I'll tell you what. Hey. They do have a lot of versions. They got a Star Trek version. They got a Fallout version. They got a bunch of versions. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh Lord, first Monopoly game. Lord, let's throw back right there, boy. I need the picture. I don't need the toy. I want the picture. All right, come on now. Lord, images. Oh Lord, what are y'all doing? All right. See, I'm trying to use Bang because that's what it does. All right. So bottom line, the hood normally was Baltic Avenue. I remember. And then Let's go to Google. Here we go. Monopoly. Low. PL1 Monopoly board. Here we go. Maybe we can get it here. Here we go. I think that's it right there. Images. I think that's it. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is now. Why it's blurry, I don't know, but I know I can see it. Mediterranean Avenue, Baltic Avenue, Oriental. Oh, I love Oriental. That's a nice rental property right there. Vermont and Connecticut.
Right.
That's the hood. Look, why? You see they put the jail right next to the hood? Oh Lord, that's the hood. And don't end up in jail. Because when you end up in jail, you gotta roll through. What we did, where we played, you gotta roll 3 times. You can't go nowhere until after your 3rd time. And then after your 3rd time, you gotta do time. That's how I go. Or you get the get out of jail free card. Man, I used to love saying that. So when I would get in trouble, I'm like, Mom, I gotta get out of jail free card. Why? How you get that? Well, Dad said, or such and such said, I gotta get out of jail free card. Oh Lord, you had to have that by picking up the little chance card, or you pay to get out of jail, which I think was $50. We paid $50 to get out of jail.
That was $150.
$150. Hey, everybody played different. Well, ours was $50 because we knew you ain't had no money. We knew you ain't had no money. And then guess what? What we did, we said, look, if somebody wanted to bail you out, they would. So as I got older and I would play with my daughter, I would bail her out. When she go to jail, I'm like, here, baby girl, here's $50. I'm gonna get you out of jail because I love you. But guess what? The only reason why I would do that, because I wanted to teach Simone, and she got it. Most from the train, from a board game, she got it. I would get her out of jail so I can make some money off her. I'm like, look, you sitting in jail. I can't make no money off you while you sitting in jail. You need to get your butt out of jail, and guess what? This is my spot right here. This is what we call we call it middle class.
Middle class.
Middle class. St. Charles, I call it the danger zone. St. Charles, States Avenue, Virginia, St. Charles, Tennessee, and New York. I own this whole side right here. Middle class. And then I might buy the train. You know, the train you earn $50 if you own one, and it'd be $200. They tell you on the back of the car how much money you can make on each property.
Right.
Okay. And then the trains, if you own all 4, it'd be $200. Okay. If you own one, it was $50. If you own 2, it was like $50, it was $100, I believe. So, okay. But baby girl, you in jail. Let me get you out. And guess what? You got a 50% chance. That's how this went. You got a 50% chance of landing on my. If you roll 3, got you. 4, got you. 6, got you. If I have the train, 5, got you. I ain't worried about that. 7, 8, come on down. Come on down. I'm gonna get paid. And guess what, baby girl? I love you, but you better pay my money. And this is the conversation we would have. Dad, I'm your daughter. I don't give a I love you, but guess what, baby girl? In real life, this is how this goes. And guess what? When you don't pay your bills, you lose. Bye. And she be crying. I'm like, I love you. Get out of here. Oh, Lord. And then the magic word is when you ain't got no money, you go bankrupt.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. And then obviously on this end, this is what I call upper middle class. All this stuff is high. I'm like, look, okay. And what I would do is I would own 1 or 2, not a whole lot, 1 or 2 over here. And over here, you rich. North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Everybody want Boardwalk. Why?
Yep, I did.
What was the reason why everybody wanted Boardwalk?
Because if you put the houses on it, those were the most expensive places.
Mm-hmm. That's where, but guess what? The only problem is chances of somebody landing on Boardwalk is real slim.
Mm-hmm.
So the point I'm trying to make is what people try to do. When I started playing, I played 1,000 times. The majority of the time when I played, at least when I played it regularly, I would win. Because I figured out the strategy. Okay, now if what happens is in real life, this is just the way people learn. They start off trying to buy the small stuff, which is great. but they only own like one or two small things. And then because of, they call it greed and all the other crap, fine, you call it what you want. I call it bad knowledge. Is they try to get the big things first.
Right.
And try to make all the money as fast as they can first. That's not reality. That's not reality. That's not real. So what you have to do in real life is I call grow your empire. This starts with baby steps. So what you want to do, and that's what Monopoly kind of teaches you, get a couple of small properties first, get your feet wet, make a little money, and then as you make your money, go and buy some more. That's how I'm able to win. Literally, like most of the time when I would play, I figured it out. And then if you got all this money coming in, now you can continue to build up your properties or your assets. The key word is assets, stuff that make you money. You continue to build, and then now you can afford to buy a Boardwalk and all this other stuff. What most people do is they try to buy all this big stuff now. Well, you can't afford all that big stuff now because you ain't got enough money coming in to afford all that big stuff. That's why when I talk to people and they tell me they broke and they ain't got no money, I'm like, well, I know this year you bought all that big stuff that you couldn't afford. So stop. Stop buying all the big stuff that you can't afford.
That's what I say about Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to do what everybody else is doing. I ain't knocking nobody for what they do, to each his own. But people, they be like, I gotta buy this. I have to buy all this Christmas stuff. Says who? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy all this Christmas stuff. I want to pay my bills. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Right. So what I'm gonna actually do is save my money, because these people looking for money just like I am. And if I'm gonna go out here and work hard for it, I might go Black Friday shopping, but it's for something that I'm looking for, because I know generally they'll sell it cheaper during that time just because it's supposed to be. Now Black Friday is not even Black Friday anymore. Like those people that showed, those prices underneath, they don't have a price sale. I know the difference. I know if something was cheaper because I know what it was all year long before it got to Christmas time or Black Friday time.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I don't even put up a Christmas tree because I don't want my power bill to go up. It's gonna go up anyway because they charge us for downtown lights. They make me mad with that, but I ain't gonna help them.
Right.
I'm not gonna help them. So, that bothers me. I've always had that mindset since I've been on my own. And if a Christmas tree got put up, my children did it just because they want to see one up. But it was a naked Christmas tree because I ain't getting no gifts. Now, I mean, if I saw something during Black Friday, I did buy it, and I put it in a bag. I don't wrap nothing. I don't know. I guess you can call me Scrooge or whatever, but I just don't want to make Christmas about that. But again, I'm not knocking for what nobody else do. But people be like, well, I don't have no money because I had to buy all these Christmas gifts. I'm like, huh? Well, we ain't like Sean. Sean got money. He got money to spare or whatever. Sean can do what he want to do, but everybody is not able to do those things. And no lie, even if I was able to do it, I probably still wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, I mean, I'm able to buy Christmas gift, but I'm not going to, because if I see something I want to get, I'll get it, and I might put it up. I'm gonna give it to him before Christmas.
Right.
Just saying. I ain't mean to take the show, but I'm just saying. it just don't make sense to me. Like, people sometimes to me are so contradictory. Like, I be trying to make sense of it, and it just don't make sense to me.
And that's correct. And bottom line, when it comes to money, I always tell people, because people ask me, should I do this or should I do that? I said, look, it's your money, do whatever you want. All I'm going to do is just tell you what would be the smarter option. And whether you do it or not, that's on you. Like right now, the issue over the last 6 months to a year, the biggest issue is, should I buy a house? That's the number one question I get from a lot of folks. I said, look, okay, if your house caught a fire and you had to move, would you be asking me, should you buy a house? No, you're going to go buy this house because you need a place to stay. So bottom line, the number one, you got to understand, I don't care, because it's just a hustle. Interest rates don't mean nothing. Now, interest rates, they go up and down, and they say the next year or so they're going to go down. Okay, fine. You'll save some money. I call it giveaway money. But bottom line, if you need to buy a house, buy one. And then bottom line, the strategy would be to pay it off as soon as possible. That's the question people don't ask. How can you show me how to pay the house off in less than 10 years? Oh, yeah. We need to have this conversation. People don't think about that. They just think about, well, they said this ain't a good time to buy a house. If you need one, if it's like clothes. Oh, should I buy clothes? Well, if you need clothes, you buy them. If you need a house, buy it. That's the way it works. There ain't nothing complicated about that. So, Elisa, I agree with you. Bottom line, it don't need you spending money that you don't need to spend. Now, when I do Christmas shopping, because I'm married to my wife, she taught me this, which, hey, before I wasn't doing Christmas shopping, I do a whole lot of it now. I wait till after Christmas. I wait till after Christmas. And that's what I did this year. I bought a Christmas gift all year long to the tune of 50 to 80% off. Been buying Christmas gifts all year long, sitting in the closet, and I just started mailing this stuff out this week. But bottom line, I did spend, I probably spent on my budget, I probably spent about $1,000 in the last 30 days just on shipping and buying stuff here and there, only because that's just something that I was planning on doing. And it was in my budget 6 months ago. Okay, great. But that's it. After that, look, I'm done. We're moving on. I got other stuff to do. But bottom line, you want to be smart with your money. And like I was saying before, an easy way. I mean, this is like something fun. You know, me personally, I like to make money fun and exciting. Because if it ain't fun and exciting, most of you don't want to do it. So my suggestion is if you have Monopoly, you might want to play it, or if you want to get it so y'all can kind of get familiar with just money strategies. That's the best way of saying it. Money strategies. It's a very good game to play. Now, they got all kind of versions. If you want to try the new version compared to the old version, fine, don't matter. You just want to start getting your mind playing or strategize their money. And all of that, but it allows the kids. That's what I love about it. The whole family can play this game because it's fun. The whole family. That's all I remember about it because it was fun to play it as a family. It was great. Now, it wasn't fun when you was losing, but bottom line, even when you lose, you still had fun, and you remember losing and winning. You know. Okay. All right. Any questions on that? Make sense?
My econ had one similar to that. It was called Cash Flow Mania, I think, because I still have that game upstairs.
Right. Well, it was called
Cash Flow something.
Wendy still has it.
Yeah, we still
got it in the garage. It was called Cash Flow. That's called a Cash Flow game. Cash Flow board game.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Yep, Cash Flow.
Thank you, Erica. Yep. That's it. We actually, Rich Dad, Poor Dad created this game called a Cash Flow game. And as you can see, they selling it for $56. Probably worth $30, $40 that much. Probably shop around. They got different versions. So, but yeah. And all you're doing is making money fun so everybody can understand or get a better understanding about money. Right. That's what it's about. Okay. So yes, we do have. I know because I just literally and where me and Wendy are at in the garage. So we have family members come over from time to time. Friends come over, and Wendy. We actually played a board game a couple weeks ago before she left. We played some cards, but we do have board games in the house, so we can just play games, stuff like that. But I know that is one of the games I seen in storage that we do have. I looked at that thing a few weeks ago. We got that, and we got Monopoly. Okay. So that might be a game y'all might want to get. If you see it here, the Cash Flow game. Now, I haven't technically played it yet, but it's similar to Monopoly.
It is.
Okay. All right. So if you're going to have some fun, you know, I'm all about having fun. You're going to have some fun with the family over the holidays. You can order this. It'll probably get to you in about a week or so. You got Cash Flow game, and then you got Monopoly, which you can probably get at Walmart today for like $10, $15. Okay. See, I'm all about having fun. All right. Any questions so far? Make sense? We good? Okay. Next thing. I got try something new. Stretch yourself. All right, let's go back to this. There we go. Try something new. Stretch yourself. pray more, and then I got on here to stay away from negative people. Okay, what's negative people? Naysayers. They ain't gonna do, and you ain't gonna do, and we ain't got no money, and everything is bad, and we all broke. You know, I don't want to hear that. Tell me something good. I want to hear something positive. Hey, can we talk about how to make some money? Can we talk about investing money? Can we talk about something good? How can we do better this year? What can we do better this year? So stuff like that. That's where you kind of want to be in an environment, more of an environment in, because there's enough negative people out there. They always going to tell you what you can't do and what you won't do and how it ain't going to happen. Yeah. First of all, they ain't never did nothing themselves. They ain't never committed to anything. They ain't really never built anything. So all they trying to do is keep you where they at. You gotta let those people kind of just say, look, hey, I appreciate it, but look, I gotta go somewhere where somebody being more positive. Okay? I don't hear all that negative stuff. Now, I understand we live in a weird world, but bottom line, there ain't always gonna be the way you live. You ain't always gonna be going through that. It's time for us to win. That's my mentality. It's time to win. All right, work out more. I know that's what I'm trying to do. Work out more, walk more, eat less, 1 meal a day. I know. What helps me lose weight is if I just eat 1 meal a day. Normally, I typically, if I'm trying to lose weight, I'll fast the whole day till like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that helps me lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, that's just my suggestion. And then I got on here. If homeless people were trainers, they would be great because they live on less and they eat less. So yes. Matter of fact, when I go to the gym, there's a homeless person. I normally give him about $10, $15 a week. He lives right outside the gym. And me and him will sit there and talk when I leave the gym early in the morning, like around 7. And he has a dog. I'm like, well, how you living on the street and taking care of the dog? But hey, I'm sitting there petting the dog the other day, and I normally give the homeless. Actually, what I do, this is what I do. This is my ministry. Personally, you don't have to wait until somebody come up with an idea to give. You just give, just out of the kindness of your heart. So in my car, and even in my wife's car, I keep $50 in cash every week. $50 in cash is in my car, and I just give it away to homeless people every week. If I see somebody homeless, I'll just pull up and just give them $10, $15, say, God bless you. And if I have some food or soda or some chips or something like that, I give them that too. Now, a lot of people say, well, what if they drink and drugs? I'm like, well, you don't know. Now, some people do say, yeah, that's what I do. But bottom line, you can't really judge people because bottom line, they homeless. And especially if it's a man, most men don't like begging for money unless they really need it. So I'm like, look, I'm not going to judge anybody. Bottom line, God is the judge. And bottom line, if I can bless somebody with some money, especially if I have it, I don't mind giving it to them. Now, if I don't have it, they ain't going to get it. But if I got it, God bless me with it, I'll give it to them. So at least once a week, and I've been doing this for years, at least once a week or more, I give away money. And I mean, I'd probably give away thousands of dollars to just total strangers just because. I mean,
Sean, you have slackened off. I'm so through with you.
Okay, so what I do?
You used to say, if you gonna give away that amount of money, why don't you put them people in my econ and let them work the business, or which they can go to the library and get online, to look at that stuff or what have you if they really want to do better. And then if you giving that much money away, you still paying their website fee anyway, and then it'll come back to you.
Okay, you're right. So that's one way, but because I travel a lot, I'm around different people. So I just give money to different people in different states. So what you're saying is true, yeah. So if I knew that person more, if I knew I had a relationship with them, I probably put them in business. Because I would have to see when you sign somebody up, and this is the hardest part about network marketing, you have to commit to training them. And that's a whole nother job. But hey, I see what you're saying. Yes, you are.
They might can get off the streets that way because you remember when you said you didn't have any money, you joined my econ and you did this and you did that, and it might bring them out somewhere. I was just saying, I know that's what you used to teach, so I was just curious.
You are correct. As a matter of fact, there is on one of the Saturday training, one of the guys that signed up in the business, he said he was in jail for years. And I heard his testimony because I was crying. He said he was locked up in jail for years, couldn't get a job. He signed up in my econ. And he said, look, I ain't had no choice but to work the business because I couldn't get a job. So he actually was homeless. That's what he said. That was his testimony. He said he was homeless when he signed up. And he built the business, and now he's a, we call him the top position is called a infinity. Infinity means you got about 100 people on your team, 100 plus. He said, look, I'm still homeless, but bottom line, I got some money coming in. Like, great. Great testimony. Because that's what my econ is about. Being real. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. I got time for lies. And I mean, that testimony he did probably was about 4 or 5 months ago. It was after the conference. But yes, you are correct. If somebody is homeless and they really want to work in business, because bottom line, people know people. And they either have the money or they don't have the money. Bottom line, people still got to live and they build, do other stuff. Whether you're homeless or not, majority of people ain't homeless. Majority of people got jobs. So a homeless person could come across somebody that got a job and they say, look, I want to change. As long as they get trained, they'll change. So yes, you are correct. And remember, what you're saying is true, but what happened was when I got married to my second wife, one of the deals was I had to stop doing my econ because my second wife knows how committed. She knows how committed I am to working the business. So when we got married, one of the agreements was I've been married for 7 years. So when I talk to people, I literally came out of retirement about 6 months ago. So one of the agreements was I had to kind of stop doing my econ because second wife knew. She's like, yeah, if you do my econ, we ain't going out of town. No, we ain't taking no 3-month cruises. No, we're not, because I got people I got to train. Like, no, you're not. No, we need to have our honeymoon year, our honeymoon, whatever. And just, so I had to kind of, all right, well, I guess when we doing my econ for a while now. I still paid $35 a month on the website fee. Still got on the calls. I still applied the principal. I just didn't do no recruiting for like 6, 7 years. I just kind of took a vacation. But guess what? All that changed in July. July, she's like, all right, you free. Go do whatever. And then when you make the money, give it to me. Right. Okay. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. Hey, you mean tell me you cut me loose? Yeah. That's when I went to the conference in July. When they had the conference in July, I'm like, look, I'm ready. Come on back. I'm back. Even I was like, where's Wendy? Oh man, she somewhere. He's like, well, I know Wendy. She ain't gonna do nothing, but you gonna work. Yes, I am. I'm here to work. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready. Huh? So that's the truth. So now I'm kind of back in work mode, get back training mode, all this stuff. And that's what I do. So you are correct. Anybody that wants to change their life, they can. They just gotta work. That's the that's the hard word, boy. That's that's not work. Oh man, you want me to get up when? I don't know about that. You want me to get on how many calls? I don't know about that. Okay. Hey, that's what happens. I mean, even when it comes to working out, and look, New Year. Oh man. Oh Lord. So I already know the first week of January, because I work out every other day. You're gonna have all these, I'm just being honest, you're gonna have all these fat people tying up my treadmill. Like, man. At the gym I go to, I worked out Monday. I did a double workout Monday. And then I was supposed to went yesterday, but things just didn't work out. So I might sneak off today. Bottom line, I'm going. So at the gym I go to, they got 10 treadmills. Out of the 10, 2 of them are good. 2 of them are like the ones you want to get on. And I can tell you now, boy, it's been a fight. I'm like, oh, why are you on my treadmill? What you there for? You know you ain't gonna be coming next week. You know you're not. And see, I work out 4, 5 in the morning. So now I will say this: for somebody to get up there early, that's commitment. You get up before the sun rises, that's commitment. Serious. But question is, how long are you gonna do that? And I give everybody, most people at the beginning of the year, I give them about 2, 3 weeks. 2, 3 weeks, they out. So they'll slow my treadmill game down. Like, come on, man. You know you ain't gonna be here that long. Come on, man. Stop playing. That's what I'm saying to my mom. Stop playing. You know you ain't gonna be here that long. You ain't gonna survive till February. You might last till January 15th. And after that, you're gonna go home and chill out and not come back for a while. That's just reality of it. Okay. All right. So, strengthen your faith. Pray for wisdom. That's what I pray for every day. Pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And matter of fact, when I was telling you I was coming out of retirement 6 months ago in July, I went to the conference, and that's when I signed. I signed. I best way of saying is I signed myself back up. I said, "All right, look, I'm gonna get back to work." I haven't done really kind of like now. If y'all don't know, James, what's up, man? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Hey, what's going on, Sean?
James is the new recruit that signed up Friday. Here we go. I was bragging on you this morning, man.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody, what's going on?
All right, so when I started back doing my econ in June, came out of retirement, so I had to sit down and talk to myself and say, all right, look, you know what you need to do. Yes, I did. So the first thing I started doing was doing live meetings. So I ran across another recruit that lives in the same city I live in. Had I not went to Atlanta, I wouldn't have known that I had somebody else in Atlanta, though. I had somebody else in the city I live in that was in the building. I wouldn't have never met him. And he lives in the next city next to me. And I told him, I said, look, my wife cut me loose. I'm back to work. Here's what I'm going to do. Me and you, since it's just me and you, we're going to do live meetings. He's like, we are? Yeah, we are. That's what we're going to do. Now, we can meet at McDonald's because that's my favorite restaurant. And then guess what? Since we talking business, we get to write the whole meal off. He's like, man, that's great. I can do that. And we did that for 3 months. So every month we did it once a month. Once a month we have our My Econ meetings, me and him, just talking about the business. Every month. That's what we would do. And he's retired military, but he still works. So he works late shift. He works from like 4 to like 2, 3 in the morning. So he was telling me like, well, look, man, you know, I'm cool with doing the meetings, but we got to do them before I go to work, and you got to give me some time to sleep. I'm like, hey, go just let me know when it's good for you. We'll do it because we're in the same business. So we did that for 3 months. And he said, look, I can't do it no more because my job shift. So bottom line, hey, we can do something online. So we did stuff online until I started recruiting people. So then I started recruiting people. I said, look, dude, hey, whatever you got to do to build a business, fine. You get trained. But hey, I got other people I got to train. So hey, I was doing a call Wednesday at 10. You welcome to get on. If you can't, if not, no big deal. We cool. We're in the same business. You already getting trained. And he has an upline that does training calls every week too. He gets on the upline training calls. Okay, great. Whatever it is, it's training. But bottom line, like I said, when you are in a network marketing business, you, the leader, that's what I am, I'm a leader, you have to commit to working with your team. That's what it comes down to. You got to sit your butt down and call them, train them, work with them until they get successful. That's what it comes down to. Best way of saying it's kind of like they're your kids. That's the best way of saying it. They're your grandkids, the kids that you now have to raise to become better financial adults. Like,
Yeah, literally.
there you go. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
And see, my wife, like I said, why do you think? My wife called me yesterday. She said, Sean, I've been here for 21 days. I was like, that's great, because you already know what I've been doing. You already know what I've been doing. She's like, yeah, I bet you working. That's right. Yeah, send me some money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, send me some money. I need some money. Like, all right, great. And literally, since she's been gone, I've been making ridiculous money. Ridiculous. I'm like, man, this is great, man. Oh, Lord, I've been blessed. Ridiculous money. Since she's been gone, because I've been working. That's all I've been doing, working. Let's go. Come on. And she knows how I am. She's like, yeah, I know you working. Especially it's the holidays and you ain't doing nothing else. You got nothing else to do. I ain't there to bother you. Yeah, I know you've been working. That's right. You know that's that. And investing. Oh man. That's why when I started this meeting off, I was playing that song this Christmas. Hang on the mistletoe. The Chris Brown version is the only one I know. I don't even know who wrote the song. This Christmas, the fireside is waiting tonight. This Christmas. Oh Lord. Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. So, all right. So now, since I have, this is what I do. Since I have learned some of this stuff, like I said, I came out of retirement. I'm back to work. I'm like full speed ahead because I know what's coming. I know what's coming. It's gonna be ridiculous. So before I get into the investment part, because I don't want to talk y'all day y'all morning too long, and I'm recording. Oh, let me let y'all know for all the people that got on late, I'm on my new computer I just bought, probably about 3 weeks ago. So we're talking about, we're kind of shifting from money to planning. We're kind of talking all of it. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to make it fun and entertaining and exciting. So, when you are getting ready for your business, for all of us, some people have their own business on the call. Some people still work jobs, which is fine. Thank God you got the job. But in the business world, that's why the stock market has been good. And we'll get to that in a second because that's another ball game. That's why the stock market has been so good. And they keep saying, now, I'm just being honest with you, they lying. But we just got to go with the lie. And I'm like, look, we're going to make some money. Let's just make some money while they lie. That's what it said. If they going to lie, let them lie. We can make some money. Okay, great. We're going to play that game too. But in the business world, at the end of the year, this thing started with Black Friday. Okay, so let me kind of get your brain educated a little bit. First question, which I think most of y'all know. First of all, what is Black Friday? Now, is there a White Friday? I don't know. I don't know. It might be. We just don't know about it. But what is Black Friday? What's Black Friday?
A day where you go shopping. They claim they put the stuff on sale. Like Elisa said, it's not really on sale.
Oh Lord.
It's a day where everybody spends the most money besides Christmas.
There you go.
And that shoots up a lot of stuff in the stock market, which is good to start putting down stuff when you're trading and put it down for the stock market too. That's where a lot of people make their most money.
Correct.
A lot of people make a lot of their money in the stock market and trading around that time. A lot of people spend a lot of money. Even on Cyber Mondays, Cyber Mondays too is the same way.
Correct. You are correct. They train you to spend money that day. You train. You better. It's like if you don't buy nothing on Black Friday, what's wrong with you? Why are you there? What's wrong with you? And then, not only do they say, well, you know what? First of all, we don't want you to stay at home and buy something, not on Black Friday. Now, if you did, great. But you know what? We really need you to go to the malls. Malls are broke. Ain't nobody. I don't even remember the last time I went to the mall. And the only reason why I probably went, that was when we had church at the mall. That was it. The church was inside the mall. That was like 2-3 years ago. But I don't even remember really the last time I went to a mall. I don't. It's like, for what? Now, I know people still go, but for what? You can go online and buy the same thing for less online. So now, old school, grandma and grandpa, they probably gonna go to the mall. They probably are because they don't know how to do Facebook and Amazon. they going to the mall. Okay, grandma, get there. See. But all of us, we looking for Cyber Monday. Oh man, Cyber Monday. Bottom line, we still gonna do Black Friday, but we gonna do it at home. We ain't going nowhere. For what? Okay. And then, there's another holiday. I can't remember what it's called, but there's another day after that. Somewhere, a couple of days after Cyber Monday. What are they called? Y'all know what it's called? They was talking about it on the news. It's another one. It's called like Technical Tuesday or something like that, whatever it is, another day after Cyber Monday. Oh Lord. And then obviously, trust me, I know because I shop at Walmart. Walmart started early this year. Erica was telling me, when did they start this year?
I wanted to say they started around the 15th, maybe, because I'm a Walmart Plus member and it was on top of my page when I went in there to get something. They was like, oh, Black Friday early, and they had all these deals up there. I was like, oh wow, that's new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's marketing. Their job is to get you to spend as much money as possible as soon as possible. Now, I will confess. Let me confess my sin.
Okay.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna confess my sins, or whatever you want to call it. Man. All right, so we had this toaster oven. They call them now. They ain't nothing but a toaster oven, but they call them air fryer. Make it sound good. It's air fryer. I got air fryer, and that's all we use. We literally don't even use the stove. I don't remember the last time I used the stove because it's just me and my wife, so we just cook for 1 or 2 people. But we bought a air fryer about 4 or 5 years ago. It's like one of the best things we've ever made. And it cost us $100 4 or 5 years ago. So we was in the market for a new one because the one we had was just old. You know, we got our money's worth out of it. So guess what? Walmart had the nerve to put the air fryer on sale for Black Friday. I'm like, all right, great. Thank you. It normally sells for $100. Matter of fact, they jacked up the price. It's now $150. And they sold it to us for $50. Well, guess what? I jumped on that deal. Thank you, Jesus. So I take. But hey, guess what? They had the nerve. You know, this is what I love about Walmart. So not only did I buy one air fryer, which is sitting in my kitchen now, and I'm using it now because I threw the other one away. My wife is in Jacksonville in a hotel. She said, look, I need one. I was like, well, you should have took the old one. I don't want the old one. I want a new one. I want a brand new one. And Black Friday was over when she brought that up to me, so it jacked it back up to $150. I was like, look, you know me, I ain't paying $150. I need to wait for this to come back down. So I went to the actual Walmart building down the street from my house. And guess what? Somebody bought the same air fryer and returned it back to the store, and they marked it down to $30. So I got another brand new, it's sitting in my living room. I got a whole new brand new air fryer. It's been opened up. They opened it up and just took it back. It's just sitting in my living room, and then whenever I go see my wife, here you go, here's your new air fryer. $30. Hey, great. Mm-hmm. So I got 2 for $80. Half off. Hey, let's see. Okay, great. If you're in the market, it's just like buying a house. When people ask me, should I buy a house? If you're in the market for one, get one. Man, I ain't buying. Okay. Matter of fact, all I say is when you get this house, make sure your credit is straight. Make sure you got an emergency fund. Make sure you pay down all your debts and be smart. Don't buy and really will get people in trouble like that Monopoly game. Here we go. Let's play Monopoly. Oh, I love Monopoly. Like that Monopoly game, what people do is they buy stuff they can't afford. That's what get people in trouble with house. They're gonna buy this big old 4, 5 bedroom house, and the mortgage is $2,000-3,000 a month. Well, you know you ain't got $2,000-3,000 a month to give away. That's basically what you're doing. You give away to the bank. You know you ain't got that kind of money. But guess what? The bank gonna say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give it to you. How much you need?" That's what they do. So just like the Monopoly game, most people try to buy a Boardwalk. See if I can pull up this picture. Here we go. Here we go. Monopoly. Most people try to buy Boardwalk. Oh, I need a $400,000 house. Hold it now. Do you really need? Now, hold it. You living in a 2-bedroom apartment. Do you really need? Think about it now. Do you really need a 4, 5 bedroom house that costs $400,000 or $500,000? Do you really? You living in a 2-bedroom apartment? Okay. Anyone know why they broke? Boardwalk, Park Place. Those are the biggest properties on the board. Do you really need Boardwalk? Yeah. Okay. You know how much Boardwalk costs? Just to buy it is $400. And then each house is $200. $200. And I think the hotel is I don't think it's been a while since I played the game, but I think it's $2,000. Y'all tell me. Is it $2,000 to get a hotel here? I think, wait, go ahead. What'd you say?
I said I haven't played in a long time. I don't remember.
All right, well, then run the numbers. It's $250 here. The hotels over here are $250. These are $500. These are $750. And I think these are $1,000. Yeah, I think these are $1,000. I believe it's how it goes. But bottom line, either way you slice it, this whole side is the most expensive side of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And what most people try to do financially is they spend the most money with the least money. That's the best way of saying it. They spend the most money with the least money. Just so they can impress somebody. Oh, I got me a house. Can you afford it? No. Okay, what? Why do you get it? So I can look good. So I can, front. I can front in front of all my friends. I got it going on. I got me a $50,000 car, and I'm 2 months behind on it. You are? Why? I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh Lord, this is a conversation I had with two people yesterday. One of my clients, he was making. I literally just did his taxes. Last year he made $300,000. $300,000. And I said, and we started having this conversation about 6 months ago. He bought a house in Covington, Georgia. Like, dude, I don't think you really need one, but if that's what you want to do, I'm like, hey, that's what you want to do, man. Bought a house, $300,000 house in Covington, Georgia. Bought a car, $50,000 car, and then bought a semi truck for $150,000, and he behind on everything. Okay, $300,000, all that money gone. He got that bulwark. They call it bulwark mentality. Trying to impress people that you really shouldn't be impressing. Buying stuff that you really shouldn't be buying. You should have stayed on this side of the board, like the cheaper side, this left side right here. And to be honest with you, you can get richer on this side a lot faster because it's in your price range, and you're not spending more money than you need to on this side than you can on this side. So literally, when I would play, and this would be my secret. You know how I talk about on YouTube, you hear all these secrets. They like it's a secret. This will be my secret. My secret would be I would pretty much try to stick to this side of the board, and then I would buy maybe one or two on each of these sides. That's how you get rich. That's how you get rich with fake money. That's how you get rich with real money. So now, since I got you, got your attention, please. For the real Slim Shady, please stand up. For the real Slim Shady, please stand up. That's how you get rich. Okay, so now let's talk about it. So, oh Lord, for the last, I would say month. Chris Brown. And this Christmas. Oh man. Okay, all right. Now let's talk about it. So, for the last 30, 60 days, me and Erica, and I think Elisa too, we were making some good money in the stock market. Good money. Good money. Good money. All right. So Erica, go ahead on and give your testimony, and I'll line up some more stuff here. Go ahead.
Okay. We used to listen to a guy called Stock Market with Bruce, and Bruce talked about GameStop several years ago, and I wasn't able to catch it then, and it shot up and came on back down. But I watched him about a month ago, and he was talking about GameStop again. And then when me and Sean talking, he said, "Did you see what Bruce said about the GameStop?" And I said, "Yeah, I saw it, but I don't know." But I jumped on in there anyway. And I think when I got in for GameStop, it was like maybe 13, 14, and now it's at 17. The other day it was 18. I've been very happy with GameStop. Very, very happy. And I'm glad that we jumped in when we did. And then one call we were talking with Elisa, and then Elisa jumped in GameStop too. GameStop has been very profitable.
Right. That's a testimony. Amen. There we go. This is him. And stock market with Bruce. If you taking notes, you see this whole call. The whole reason why I do this call is for everybody to do better financially. Now, some of it is my econ related. A lot of it is, but we just kind of take it to another level. That's all. We just talking more about money, how you make some more money, and what you need to be doing with it. And I try to make it, like I said, fun, exciting, educational, so we all can get ahead. That's the whole thing. That's all I care about. All I care about is people getting ahead financially. I don't really care about all the other stuff. Now, you can sell, but ain't nothing like helping somebody financially, because that to me is the best sell you can do. When you help somebody that was broke, didn't have a dime, didn't know what the hell to do, they never forget it. Ever. Never forget it. They never forget it. Trust me, the way I built my business is helping people.
Right.
I actually, like I said, I done came out of retirement. I've been working literally 10, I would say at least 10, 15-hour days. Just talking to people and educating people and just helping people. And I've been blessed. I'll take it. So locally, I committed to building my business locally. So yesterday I had I actually had an appointment yesterday. Live. I'm back. Oh man, I love live meetings. Oh Lord. And I'm back to my McDonald's. I was tempted yesterday. Eat at McDonald's. I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. Stay away from McDonald's this week. But I met the guy at McDonald's yesterday, and it was for taxes, and got another customer. Amen.
Amen.
So bottom line, stock market with Bruce. He talks about stocks, and he used to work at the stock market. And he just like me, he just tell you like it is. And he just says, look, if you make some money, send me something. Okay, great. So he came up with the idea of buying GameStop. Yes, GameStop. And right now the stock is at $17.70 a share. He is predicted, which I believe is true, it's going to go to about $22 to $25 a share. So if you're on the call, my suggestion to you is at least buy a couple shares. Now, it is a little pricey, but bottom line, you'll win. And to me, that's all it's about doing, is winning when it comes to investing. Okay, so this is one of the stocks. Now, I know how I am, how I'm going to tell you to do something, and I'm not doing it myself. So if I'm going to tell you to do it, I got my money in the game. Okay, now, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Bottom line, I tell you, I bought a bunch of these stocks, GameStop. Not as much as I would like to, but I'll keep adding on. Okay, so it's $17.68 right now. Okay, so that's one of the stocks that my suggestion is you might want to think about getting. And here is another one. 23andMe, if y'all taking notes. 23andMe. Okay, they do geological testing. Then they got some bad news. Man, I love bad news. Man, I love when they get bad news, man. I mean, I can make a boatload of money. Like I said, all we doing really, if you're trying to think about this differently, we playing Monopoly with real money. That's what we doing now. We playing Monopoly with real money. Then when I started the call, I was telling y'all, most people, biggest problem is if you can't win with fake money on the game Monopoly, it ain't gonna happen with real money. So that's the issue most people have financially. They're trying to win when they don't know how to win. So I'm like, look, let me just teach you something. Let me teach you how to win. Okay? So all we doing now is playing Monopoly with real money. Okay? So how do you play Monopoly with real money? These are what I call baby steps. Okay? My Aunt Mary, died years ago. Aunt Mary used to teach me. She said, you got to crawl before you walk. And that's true. That was her saying. I believe that. So when it comes to investing, you got to do a little crawling. Okay? A little crawling, that's all. Ain't nothing wrong with crawling, because you're moving forward. So now, the strategy with investing, let me just teach you how this works. And people say, well, Sean, I want to invest. I'm like, well, hold it there. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that you want to invest. But there's some rules you need to kind of follow. Financial rules first. Rule number one, if you're taking notes, you cannot invest until you have an emergency. So you don't even need to be playing this game until you got at least, remember, now I'll be nice about it, at least $100 to $500 stashed away somewhere. Mattress pad, cookie jar, saving account, I don't care where it's at, just have it somewhere because emergencies happen all the time.
All the time.
Okay, so don't even think about buying no stock, doing no investing really until you got your emergency fund. Why? Because if something bad happens, the first thing you're gonna do is sell your stock, and then you better make no money.
Mm-hmm.
I call it a put and take account. You're gonna put it in there and take it back out. Well, that ain't gonna help. That's not the best strategy. Now you do that if you want, but your money not mine. But if you want me to advise you, let me advise you honestly, and it's just a strategy that works. So don't invest until you got at least 100 to 500. Really, I wouldn't even touch the stock market until you get $500 stashed away somewhere, which anybody can do in 30, 60 days. Anybody. They will see it. Okay. All right. Step 2. Now, after you do that, before you even play with the stock market, you got to get your financial life in order. So we can have this conversation, and until you get your stuff together, all you're doing is learning, which is good. The next thing you need to do is get your financial life in order. What I mean by that, you need to be working on your credit. If your credit is bad, you need to be working on it. If you got debts, you need to be trying to pay off your debts or pay down your debts. Okay, we know credit cards the interest rates are anywhere between 20 to 30%. I was looking for a credit card last week. These fools had the nerve, because I do homework, because I'm tweaking my credit repair business. I'm looking for some credit cards where I can send people to. These fools had the nerve to tell me, yeah, well, you know what? Your credit is they call it, they give you options. Good, bad, and then ugly, but they make it nicer. They say great, average, and what was the last one? They don't make it sound bad. Go ahead. Fair or no credit. There you go. So I'm like, all right, well, I want to, let me see. I'm gonna do some, let me see. Hey, and then all the credit cards except one, all of them said we're gonna charge you a yearly fee of $75 to $200. What? This is the fine print. $75 to $200 a year, which means you got to pay it every year, whether you use a credit card or not. And then the interest rate was 25 to 35%. Lord, not mine. And then they said if you can't afford $75 every year, we'll divide it into 12-month payments. I'm like, what? What do you mean? 75 divided by 12? That means you're going to take $6.25 from me every month and finance it every month to the tune of 25 to 30%. Hell no. Y'all lost your mind. But that's what they told me when I was looking for this credit card. Like, get out of here. Nah. And there's other credit cards you can go to, and we'll talk about that another time. There's other credit cards you can go to get credit, but I was just doing some homework. That's all, because I'm getting ready for tax season, and I know I'm gonna have a boatload of credit repair customers call me left and right. Because that's what people do at the beginning. They want to get their life in order, financial life in order. They know I'm gonna do what I need to do to help them. Okay, great. So, step 2. 1, emergency fund. Don't even play this game and invest it until you get your emergency fund, preferably $500 stashed away. More is better. And then get your financial life in order, credit, pay down your credit card, pay off your credit cards. Bottom line, if you're giving away, just be honest. We're going to play this game. We're going to play it right. Remember, we're playing this Monopoly game. You want to win, you got to win. If we're going to give away 20 to 30% to a credit card, it just makes more sense for you to pay off the credit card and earn or keep the 20, 30% that you've given away than it is to take it and put it in the stock market and try to hustle. That's all. I'm just being honest. Now, if you want to do both, fine. It's your money, not mine. But I would suggest you pay off most of your credit card debt before you start trying to invest. That's all. Because in other words, you're getting away more than what you want to make in the stock market. In the stock market, you can earn 10, 20%. And then you turn right back around and give it away to the credit card 10, 20%. You're just kind of wasting your time. I'm just being honest. Okay? See, when you hear people online talking about this stuff, they ain't going to tell you the truth. They're going to hype it up. Everybody making money. and everything is good. No. You know, but bottom line, tell me the truth so I can win. So I'm just telling you the truth. Don't play this game until you got that done. And then the last one is when you buy stock, or even when you hear it from me, you just need to do some homework. Okay, homework. What's homework? You need to figure out whether or not is that the stock you want to buy. Because some stocks you may not want to buy. It's like buying a car or house. Is that something you want to buy? Yes or no? Everybody's different. Now, if you just say, hey, you know what, Sean, I trust you. I'm just going to piggyback off of you because I know what you're doing. Great. Fine. The bottom line, chances are, whatever I'm telling you to do, I already did. I already done. So, it worked for me, it worked for you. It's like, oh Lord, Erica was saying she bought the stock. She had the stock. Well, hey, I'm knowing the same stock that she's known about, and I got it too. Okay, so if it worked for her, it worked for me. I decided to get it. You decided to get it. Great, cool. All right. So another one that you can get is ME. That's the stock symbol, ME. ME been ranging between, and this is I call cheap stock. In the stock market, it's called penny stock. Penny stock is normally less than $1. Okay. The reason why I like penny stock because penny stock normally moves a lot faster than your big stock. Okay, and it's a lot cheaper. In other words, it's more affordable. Remember, going back to Monopoly, like I said, we're gonna play this game, and the better you play it, the more money you make. Where's we at? Where were we at? Monopoly. Oh Lord, I lost my. Let me get the picture back. There we go. Here we go. Monopoly. Here we go. Remember? Is that the wrong one? No, but it's a good picture.
Okay,
all right. So, like stock, like I said, when I play Monopoly, I win a whole bunch of times because I'm playing it with real money now. So then now, all I'm doing is teach you how to play Monopoly with real money. So just like I told you, I stay to the left side of the board. Why? Because stuff is a lot cheaper. You can afford that. It don't need me buying Boardwalk when you can't really afford Boardwalk. There we go. Here's the picture, and there's the one right there. That's the second one. Either way, let's blow this up. Here we go. Yeah. Just a different version, but bottom line, you get the picture. So when I invested like I play Monopoly. I stay to the left side of the board where things are cheaper. And then I will buy a couple of high-priced items just because I know I'm going to make some money. But it's a lot easier to make money on the cheaper properties. And you can own a lot more of the cheaper properties than it is trying to own bigger properties. So I take the same strategy to the stock market. I said, well, hey, it's a lot easier to buy dollar stock than it is to buy GameStop at $17 a share. So, for example, if I wanted to buy, let's see if y'all paying attention. If I wanted to buy, and in the stock market, the magic number when you buy a stock is 100 shares. You always want to own 100 shares. Okay? So if I wanted to buy 100 shares of GameStop, how much would that cost me if I wanted to buy it today? How much money do I need to buy that?
What, the GameStop?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 769 times 100.
Mm-hmm.
$1,769.
Okay. So a lot of people ain't got that kind of money. But guess what? If I wanted to buy ME stock and I wanted 100 shares of that, how much would that cost?
0.93 times 100. $93?
There you go. So it's a lot easier. You talking about get rich? Let's get rich. You want to get rich? That's how simple this is. Okay. What's now? Bottom line is your money. Do what you want. Remember, it's like buying a house. Okay. I don't care what house you buy, it's your money, but you got to decide okay, how much money do you want to put in this deal? How much money do you have? Can you, in other words, now if you got the money, can you afford $1,700? Okay, if you got $10,000 sitting in your bank account right now, I get so. Right. But see, what most people do is they want to get the GameStop when they ain't got GameStop money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, well, great. I might not mind, baby. But I say, hey, I got ME money. I can do that. I can do that. That's lunch money. Shoot, I spend that. I spend it at Applebee's at church. Okay. See, now let me tell you a conversation I had with my wife yesterday. She told me Disney Plus, because I pay yearly. I'm always about being smarter with my money. I signed up for Disney Plus Christmas Day last year. I paid the whole year. It was $100. They were doing a special. So Disney Plus, you can log into my Disney Plus account while she at the hotel. They keep sending me a message saying your bill is due. So, oh yeah, guess what? I ain't paying. What? You ain't paying? I ain't paying Disney. Get out of here. I don't care about Mickey Mouse right now. Why not? Because I got $100. And guess what? I'd rather buy 100 shares of ME and make 20 to $50 than give Disney Plus 100, and they jacked up the rate now. So Disney Plus saying, well, you know what, we went up on our fees. So if you want to sign up for this deal again for the whole year, it's 100, and I think it's like $130 for the whole year. All right, well, Disney, guess what? Right now, now maybe 2 weeks from now, or maybe a month from now, I might get it. But right now, I'm making 10-20% on ME stock every 100 shares I buy. Well, I can go a whole month without Disney. I can. I can go a whole month when we talk about that fasting. Oh, I'll fast Disney Plus. Oh, okay. Won't be seeing no Disney Plus in this house. I'm fasting Disney. Yeah. What's more important? Investing, earning more money, being smart with my money, or Disney Plus? Well, hey, look, y'all might not mind, but I told my wife, I said, look, you want it so bad, you pay for it. You pay for it. With your own money. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, this stock, I done bought this thing several times and then average between 10 to 20% return on this stock in the last month. Okay. Even on GameStop, remember I told you Monopoly. This is my Boardwalk. I bought Boardwalk. That's what I explained. Just trying to get y'all to see the picture. I bought Boardwalk last month and I done made 10-20% on Boardwalk. Okay. And prove it to you. All right. Any questions so far? Make sense?
Yes.
See, you ain't gonna get this on YouTube. They ain't gonna say, nah, they ain't gonna lie now. Some of it is the truth, but it's a different thing when somebody proves to you. You know, when somebody can prove it to you on paper, say, look, I did this is what happened. Yeah. Even when they mess up, they don't tell you when they messed up. Oh, yeah, I did screw up. Yeah, trust me, I messed up bunch, but I'll tell you, yeah, I screwed that up. And then what I say is, I messed up, I can't do that no more. I'm not can't do that no more. All right, so, and for those who don't know, I'm on my new computer, so I'm still learning how to use this thing, but we'll figure it out. All right, oh Lord, yeah, on this new computer, they gotta send you a text, let you know who you are, whatever you are, so hang on. But Erica, besides GameStop, what other stocks have you bought?
I also talked to you about APLD. And I bought APLD probably at about $4 and some change. APLD is now $7 and some change.
All right. Let's see here. I don't keep much money in my account. You see that? I just keep enough money to pay bills. But then when the real money is hitting. Okay, so now here's how this works. When you want to trade, you need an investment account. Okay, now there's several different types or different companies you can go to. So I'm educating. All right, so I bank with Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo does investments. So I have different trading accounts with Wells Fargo just because I bank one. My money is already sitting there. I'm like, well, it's right there. All I gotta do is transfer it up or down to a different account. And then E-Trade. I have an E-Trade account. Now, each trading account, that's what they call trading accounts to take notes. Each trading account have their own little rules and regulations. One of the rules that they have is they won't let you buy penny stock. Okay. The reason why I have several different trading accounts is because Wells Fargo said, hell no, just be honest with you. Hell no, you ain't buying no penny stock here. Great. All right, well, you can buy everything else but penny stock. Now, they have a limit. Now, they'll let you buy something close to $1, but if it's like 50 cents or below, no, you ain't buying it here. So I have to go to my other account, which is E-Trade. We'll go there in a second. And then I can buy whatever I want. And all they do is they just give you a warning. They just say, look, you buying this crap. I'm just being honest with you. You buying this crap. It ain't worth nothing. But, you can buy it if you want. Okay, great. So let's take a look at now we're playing the game of real Monopoly. See, like I said, you can't win with fake money. It ain't going to happen with real money. Okay. So let's play Monopoly with real money. So this is my Boardwalk, Park Place, when you're buying the big ticket items or the big money items, this is it. Okay? As you can see, it's down by $1 today, which is fine because stock market, let's deal with reality. Stock market goes up and down. That's the way it works, which is great for you because when it's down, you buying stuff on sale. So you really want the stock market to go down. You really do want it to go down. Now, when you buy it, you just want it to go up more than that. That's all. Okay? That's how this works. So, as you can see, I bought GameStop. Look at that. I bought it at $16.50 a share. And it says last price $17.70 a share. See that? Now it's down today. So, let me see if you paying attention. We're going to get rich. I'm going to get rich. You see if you paying attention. Is today a good day to buy GameStop? And why?
Today's a good day to buy it because it's down. And you always want to buy it when it's down.
Okay. All right. So if I was going to buy GameStop, this would probably be the day to buy it because it's on sale. Now, to be honest with you, it's like Black Friday. That's why I bought it up. You waiting for Black Friday for the stock to go down. In other words, what happens in the stock market is they give you heads up. Here, this is, like I said, you're not going to get this nowhere else. You're not going to get it. Okay, in the investment world, you have to do homework. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I do Forex trading. Okay? Forex is currency all over the world. That's where you do investing all over the world. Okay? But what they do is they give you the news of what's happening all over the world. And you kind of want to do that because the world is tied together financially. So they tell you what's going on all over the world based on the day. So today is the 20th. Today is Wednesday the 20th. And red folders are pay attention folders. Yellow ones, don't even worry about. Or orange ones, yeah, you might want to look at. So today is Wednesday. The only red folder is GBP, which stands for basically Gold Pound British. That's over in Britain. And then what they do is they tell you what the CPI core price index, whatever it is, year to year. And then if I can move this picture, y'all, like I said, I got this new computer, so just bear with me. All right. And then what they do is they give you, it's called forecast. Yeah, move these squares out the way. Previous amount, forecast, and action. So going back to the 20th, previous amount was 4.6. Forecast, they expect for it to be 4.3, but it actually was 3.9. Okay, so it's red, which means it actually went down. Okay, that's actually a good thing. Mm-hmm. That the consumer price index, I think that's what that is. Mm-hmm. It went down, which is good. Cost of everything went down. That's been going on all over the world. Inflation been hitting the world like ridiculous. Okay, some countries is worse, some countries is better. And our country is getting better, but they lie a lot. That's what they do. They lie. Okay. And then here, 10 o'clock, what time is it now? 10:58. It's 11 o'clock. Consumer. Now I think CB stands for Chicago Board Consumer Confidence. And then that hasn't came through just yet. Let me refresh it. Hang on. 20th. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, they before it's 101. Forecast was 104 and then it hit 110. That's actually good. It went up. The confidence went up. Everybody excited. Okay, great. So that means the US dollar is stronger. Okay, great. And then US existing home sales, orange. Just want to pay attention to it. It was 3.79 million. They forecasted it at 3.77. And then now it's actually 3.8, which is higher, which is good. Okay. So all that means is people spending money. That's all that is. All right, great. Cool. I'll take it. And then tomorrow you got here in the United States, you got the final GDP. We're wrapping up the year. Gross domestic product. I know what that is. Unemployment. And then final GDP price, and then the Philly Fed manufacturing. Okay. Because bottom line, after Christmas, nothing's going to happen until New Year. Okay. So what does that mean in layman's terms? That means with all this good news, the stock market just going to keep going up. All right. So look at that. Mm-hmm. It was down, but guess what? It changed. Oh, Lord. It changed a little bit. But hey, great. So let me go back to Wells Fargo. So Erica said, you want to buy, that's the strategy that works very well. You want to buy the stock when it's down, so you can't wait for the stock market to go down. And to be honest with you, you waiting on some real bad news. I mean, and what you do to give yourself a heads up, this is how you play the game. When the market, something bad happens, that's when you buy. So my suggestion to you is you need to save some money. So then when the opportunity presents itself to buy, you ready. You like, look, I got the money sitting in my account. Let's go. Load up on some stock. Now, you don't have to wait until the market tanks, but if you want to win more or get high rates of return, that's the best time to buy. It's like buying a foreclosed home. Somebody got foreclosed on. I'm sorry they lost their house, but they did something wrong financially. Guess what? You can capitalize on that, buy the house, turn around, fix it up, flip it, and make some more money. Okay, great. Well, all I'm saying doing it is just doing the stock market world. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on their stock to get foreclosed on. That's the best way of saying it. Or something bad enough to where it dropped down to a cheaper price to where you can capitalize on the investment. Now, look at the rates of return. Now, you see it where it says unrealized gain or loss. What that means is this how much money I would make if I sell it right now. Now, unrealized means this what I earned. I just haven't technically earned it yet until I sold it. Okay, so I bought this share a couple of times. I said multiple too. I bought this thing November 30th. Look at that. And this Christmas, we have this special Christmas. All right, November 30th, which was almost a month ago. And I bought it at $16.16 to $17.70, basically $1 extra. As you can see, when I tell you I earned 10 to 20%, I ain't BS. No, tell you the truth. Look at that. 9.58%. And then on that deal, I made $23.22. That's 1 month. In 1 month, I made $22. You put that money in the savings account, you ain't earning $22. Why do you think when you looked at my bank account, there ain't no money in it? Why? Because I know when you put money in the bank, all they doing is loaning it back out to somebody else. Well, shoot, y'all can do it. I can do it. Right. Y'all can get rich. Y'all get rich off my money. I don't get rich off my own money. How y'all playing with me? Oh Lord! And then on the 4th, I bought some more shares. 27, 16.70. See, I pay a little bit more for those. But hey, great. And then you see that I earned 6%. This is less than 1 month. It was on the 4th, like 2 weeks ago. 27 bucks. When you add both of those together, I made $50 in less than 1 month.
That's true.
Off my own money. Now, if I would have had that money sitting in the savings account, I wouldn't have earned no $50. No. Now, guess what? I'm going to hold this puppy. And remember, Erica was talking about Bruce. Bruce said, hold it. And it's going to get to 25, somewhere around 25. Oh, Lord. So what that means is I'm probably going to make an extra $100 to $150. Thank you. Okay, that's one account. That's the boardwalk. Let's look at Baltic Avenue. Here we go. Baltic Avenue. I bought some cheap stock. Remember that ME? I bought 100 of them. Look at that. Remember I told you? Either we can go buy ME, that's Baltic Avenue, or we can go buy Boardwalk. You just seen Boardwalk. Let's talk about Baltic Avenue. In the cheaper side, I bought 100 shares, 93 cents a piece, and that was on the 14th. I'm waiting on it to go back up. It's probably gonna go up the day of tomorrow. And really, probably about Friday. That's when all the news come out. And all the news gonna be good. Guess what? That's probably gonna be $1 or somewhere around $1. Okay. And then the next one, a Rocket Lab. I bought 10 shares of that, $4.64. It's down today. Great. The bottom line is gonna go up. Okay. And then another one here. Go to the last account here. This one I sold yesterday. Don't think it's no holdings, but I sold it. Yep. I made my money. Activity. Let's see here. Orders. It might be on the orders. Let's see. Nope. Hang on. Executed. I might be into that one. Nope. Hang on. I just sold this one yesterday. I sold one yesterday. It's a question of did they process it or are they finished processing it? That I don't know. But on this one, last game, it might be under here. Yep, that's it. Here we go. All right. So with this one, ME, that was yesterday, the 18th. Let me move this out the way. Here we go. You see that? Sold 100 shares of ME, and I bought it at $89 and I sold it at 95. I just can't do the math on it. I think I bought it at 90 something cents. It was like, yeah, probably 89 cents. Yeah, 100 times 89. There you go. I bought it at 89 cents a share and I sold it at 95 cents a share. And that was literally in one day. Yes, one day. There you go. Oh, Lord. Geez. One day. Born at 18, sold at 19. I made $6 in one day, which is almost 5 to 10%. And this Christmas, special Christmas for me, yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay, all right. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Any questions so far? We're about to wrap up. Because like I said, one thing for me to say is another thing to prove.
Right.
So, if you I'm just being honest with you, if you just bump into some extra money, you know what to do with it. It ain't no, well, I don't know. No, you know what to do. You already know what to do. You can take this money, and to be honest with you, the stock market is going to be hot for the next 30 to 60 days because they basically, I'm just being honest with you, just the reality of it. People spending money they really ain't got. I'm just being honest with you. That's what they really doing. They just spending a boatload of money they ain't really got. And bottom line, none of this stuff is going to come out. I mean, you already hear the news, but they just kind of ignoring it. They already said, all these major companies, they laying off people at the beginning of the year. They already said that. Oh, yeah, we're going to lay off 10,000 people, 100,000 people. Yeah, we're going to GM, all the major companies. They already said they laying off everybody, but nobody worried about that until it actually happened. And when it actually happened, when people start losing their jobs, applying for unemployment, yeah, it's going to affect the market. But right now, we excited. We love everything is great right now. Right now, we great. We all, man, we love it. But when February, March come in, it's going to be some issues. So between the next 30 days, you make all the money you want. All of the money. Matter of fact, because I got up late this morning. I don't remember what that stupid password is. All right, I'm going to play with this later because I really don't. Like I said, I'm on my new computer and I don't know But I did put some money in my account to buy some stock today or tomorrow. I wanted to, but I'll do that later because I just don't remember what that was. What the password is. I ain't transferred everything over yet to my new computer. But look at that. 50, oh man, this is Erica's stock.
Yeah, Clean Spark.
Oh Lord. 52-week high. Oh Lord. $11. They broke records. 17 million shares been sold. Oh Lord. Volume on it. Lord have mercy. And see, what I like to do is go back to what if. I like to play the what if. Oh my God, it's just like a mountain. What if I would have bought this? Oh Lord Jesus. It was $3. Look at that. A month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had $3 a month ago. I did. I had $3. Oh Lord. Oh man. November the 8th, it was $3, $4 top. And now it's almost 11. That's like 100% return. That's more than 100. 3 times 2 is 6. That's like 200% return. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Whew. Man. Okay. Oh Lord. 3 months ago, we would have bought this stock, it would have tripled, quadrupled almost. And who knows what it's gonna be next month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Mm-hmm. So, point I'm trying to make is, like I said, going back to the beginning here, and I'm wrapping up. Monopoly. Do you want to play? You want to play with real money? You want to play with? You want to play with real money? What the hell is that? Okay, Monopoly. You gonna play with real money? Or you gonna play with fake money? Either way, you better learn how to play. Either way, you better learn how to play. And the sooner you learn how to play, the more you win, the better you get financially. That's all it's about. And really, what it comes down to is you got to change your strategy. That's what it really comes down. You got to change your financial strategy. And that's all I do is I just kind of help people change their financial strategy. Just talk about it. All right, that's what we need to do. That's what I did. That's what I'm still doing. Like I said, I ain't planning on buying no Disney Plus because I need the $100 to invest in the stock market. I can make 10, 20. I mean, oh Lord, if I earn 200% return, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's all it's about. Baby steps, small stuff, a little bit at a time, staying focused. And trust me, it ain't fun and it ain't exciting, but trust me, when you start earning more money off of the money you already worked for, and you ain't got to do it again and again and again and again and again, and keep struggling and not having no money, a lot better. Feel a lot better. You be singing, and it's Christmas. You're going to be singing that song every day. Oh, man. All right, so we're gonna wrap up. Any questions? Any questions, comments? I know some of y'all got on a little late, so what we always do is we like to share good news, what your good news is, because it's always good to hear good stuff. They're hearing all this bad stuff. Anybody want to share good news?
Well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask, and I may have asked it already, so y'all forgive me if I have or not. So my question is, when the stock that we have, when you make the extra money off of it, I already asked that question. I was thinking if you make the extra money, then just pull the profit off and then put the same amount back on there minus the profit.
You can't.
You said you got to pay what, 12 to 15%?
Correct.
So do y'all do that or y'all just leave it alone?
Okay, so everybody's different. With me, this is just me talking. That's why I said when I do my investing, I have that's why I have different accounts. So with me, I have 3 different investment accounts here. And I got one where I got the GameStop. That's my long term. So I'm not going to touch that for a while. Okay. And then the other 2, I basically, when I see where I earn, with me personally, if I get anywhere between 5 to 20%, I'm cashing out. Because ain't no need me being greedy. That's just me. My general rules, if I earn 5 to 20% on any stock, at least on those 2 accounts, I'm cashing out because I want money. I mean, I know I can't get on a real investment account, especially if you go to the bank, you ain't gonna earn 5 to 20% within a month. And pretty much, I'm cashing out within a week or a month, at least with those certain accounts. But I also have one where I keep stuff long term, where I know I ain't cashing out no time. So to answer your question is whatever you want to do is your money. If you want to make 10% and cash out 5% cash, hey, it's up to you. It's your money. Or you want to hold it and say, no, I'm gonna hold it like the stock I just showed you that Erica suggested, that clean stock. Where's that at? This, if I would have bought this thing 3 months ago at $3, if I would have just held it, it'd been 11. Oh my God, at $3, I sure enough would have bought 100. I sure enough would have bought 100 pills. At $3, that's $300.
Right.
And then now, if I would have bought it 3 months ago at $2, $10 share, that's what, $1,000? Oh, I sure enough would have did that. If I would have knew it was gonna go, look at it, it's almost $11. I sure enough would have did that. I'm like, no, I ain't selling this thing. No, I don't care about no 5. If I knew it was gonna go to 200%, no, I'm hold this thing. I'm holding it. Just like the GameStop, I know it's the potential is 25. Now, when it hit 25, I'll figure that out. I'll talk to Bruce. But hey, it's your money. Do what you want. All I care is about you winning. That's all I care about. If you say, hey, Sean, 2%, I won, hey, great, you won. Whatever your number is, cool, you won. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I already know whatever you want to do with your money. I was just asking what y'all do.
Okay, well, that's me.
But yeah, that answered it.
And Erica, I want to, tell what you're planning.
Well, my plan, Alyssa, my plan is to hold it. And just, that's a long term for me. It's just to kind of wait it out to see. Now, the Clean Spark, I'm going to hold that as well. Now, how I got to Clean Spark was I watched this guy called Chris Zane. And I used to watch him a long time ago. And one night in the middle of the night, he popped up on my YouTube and I opened it up and watched him. And he previously, a year ago, talked about Clean Spark. But that specific night, I watched him and I wrote it down. And me and Sean do the conversing about stocks. And I say, hey, this is what Chris Zane said. And I think you might want to take a look into it. And he did, and I did as well. And that's how I got it. But Clean Spark for me and GameStop, they're going to be long-term holds.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you for sharing that, Erica.
Oh, you're welcome. No problems.
Thank you for sharing that, Sean.
Hey, that's what we do. And trust me, over the next 30, 60 days, I'm going to be buying some more stock. I already got some more on my little hit list. And like I said, matter of fact, tomorrow, because I know normally Thursday and Fridays are big news days in the stock market. So normally, if I'm going to buy stock, it's probably going to be before Thursday and Friday. So what I normally do is if I don't have that money, like I said, y'all seen where I sold the stock yesterday. So what they do in the stock on the trading accounts is they put a 1-day hold on your funds. So those 100 shares, I think it was 100 shares I sold. Yeah, it was 100 shares I sold. So that $100 will be available not today, but by tomorrow. So first thing tomorrow, when the market opens and they start talking about all this news, all right, I got some more stock I'm gonna buy. I hope the market is down, and then it go back up between Thursday and Friday. Go back up, cashing out, give my money. I just been doing that every week. Every week, same thing. All right, cash out. As soon as it go up, I'm out. Give my 5%, give my 10%. Let's move on to the next stuff. Like I said, we playing Monopoly with I'm playing Monopoly with real money. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Sean, I have a question. You had the Wells Fargo investment tool. How much did you have to open up the Wells Fargo investment tool? Or was there a certain minimum that you had to open it up? Because I have Wells Fargo as my bank, as one of my banks, but I've never used the investment tool part of it.
Okay, Wells Fargo, from my understanding, is zero. You don't have to have no money to open up an investment account. I did mine like 2-3 years ago when I was heavily invested in the stock market. I took a 2-year hiatus.
Okay.
I literally did, because I'm just being honest with you. I lost over personally. I ain't talking about the money my wife. I blame that on her. Now, to be honest with you, when she was making ridiculous rates of return, I remember those were good old days. She was earning 50%. Oh, Jesus. She was earning 50% consistently every month in the stock market. And then she had the nerve to ask me for money. And I said, here, please take it. Please. Oh, Lord. Every week. Here, how much you need? You need $1,000? Here's 1,000. I mean, just bam, 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 bam. You can take 1,000, it'd be 10,000 2 weeks from now. Like, yeah. And then when the market tanked, oh Lord, it was just a whole nother ball game. It was like somebody died. And then when you ask me for money, no, no, you lost too much. So I took a 2-year hiatus, and then I personally lost somewhere between 5 to 7,000. Took 2 years off. But about a month ago, 2 months ago, I went to bed. And this is just the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. About 2 months ago, this was in October. That's when I really kind of woke up. October. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon. And sometimes I take naps because I get up so early. Sometimes I don't. But y'all know I've been working consistently for the last 3 or 4 months. Just going full speed. I was like, well, I'm just tired. I'm going to lay down. I went and lay down. And the Lord woke me up and said, look, I want you to buy this stock. I was like, well, I ain't played in the stock market in years. Why am I buying stock? I'm not ready to buy stock right now, Lord. He's like, buy this stock. It's a stock I want you to buy today. I remember it like it was yesterday. I woke up at 3:00 and I looked at the stock and it was down. I'm like, well, Lord, why you got me buying this stock? It's down. I don't know, but hey, I got the money in my account. I guess. So I bought 100 shares of it. It was, matter of fact, they was coming out with the earnings the next day. I can't remember what it was, but next time we do the call, I'll tell y'all. The earnings was the next, matter of fact, the earnings was the same day. The earnings was the same day. And the Lord was like, it's $100. And if you lose it, it's only $100. I was like, well, hey. I bought it at $3.50. And the earnings came out at 4:00. Soon as the earnings came out, it went up 20%. Jesus. Oh Lord, that was my little. I was like, all right, you want me to invest in the stock market, Lord? I guess I took 2 years off and I was done. I was like, look, I can't lose no more money. But literally, that day was the trigger for me to start doing all this stuff. That was the day I got back in the stock market. The next day, I earned 20%. The next day, and you know, I cashed out. Give me my money. Thank you, Jesus. I cashed out the next day or the day after. I earned 20% on that. Mm-hmm. And that was like 2 months ago. And like I said, I haven't really done anything in the stock market in 2 years because I lost so much money 2 years ago. I was like, Lord, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm ready. And ever since then, pretty much on all the deals I've done, it's been 10, 20% or more. That was like 2 months ago. Okay? Hey. That's my story. Okay? And like I said, I've been doing this. I just kind of stopped because like, well, I just wasn't excited about doing it. Well, now I'm a little more excited now because I've done so much in it. I've made so much in it. I'm good. We're doing pretty good. And to be honest with you, I think, and this is just my opinion. Remember, the market tanked really about 2 years ago, and it's been kind of like on this rebuild mode. They're trying to get it back up to where it was before a year ago. You see here where it says the 52-week range. I wouldn't use this stock because this is me. I ain't used to that one. But if you go back to, let's use here we go, SoFi. This is another stock y'all might want to think about buying too. Okay. SoFi is a good stock, and it's probably going to reach $20 at some point. But bottom line, when you go back in the past, 52-week low was 420 something, and then the 52-week high in the last year or so like 1170. The stock market is kind of getting back to normal. That's the best way of saying it. Now, a lot of it is built on lies, but bottom line is getting back to normal to where you can start making money on a regular basis. And all we doing now is just kind of capitalizing on making money on that deal. Like I said, you pretty much got about a month, 30 days to play with this. Now, when all those numbers come in, now even when January and February come in, it's still gonna be a bunch of hype because they talking about Christmas. They just talking about what they did last year, and last year was good. And the funk not gonna really hit the fan until March, April, and May. When those first quarter numbers come out, and the effects of all the unemployment and all the other crap, trust me, the bankruptcy numbers are going up. A lot of companies are cutting all the staff and all. When all that bad news start taking effect with all the major companies, when they start hitting the fan in March, April, Mayish, then you might want to think a little differently about the stock strategy. But right now, you should do 30 day, 30, 60 day stocks. You're going to make as much money as you can in stock market. Okay? And then obviously, if y'all on the calls, I'll give you a head up. I'm like, look, yeah, keep going. They're going to keep lying. Or I'll say, no, they telling the truth. You might want to avoid that. Either one, I'll tell you, because this is what I do. Okay? All right. I got to get back to work because I got some folks calling me. But bottom line, any questions? Any questions so far? Does it make sense?
No, no questions. I don't have any.
I did have some about the whole the Forex trading thing, but I guess if we can talk about that later. I don't know how long that might take.
That's a whole process. That is a good question. Now, what I'm trying to do, y'all just gotta give me a minute because that's a lot. Forex trading requires some education. And now what I'm trying to do, because I understand how complicated it is, because I've been doing it for years. I'm trying to dumb it down just like I can do with the stock market. I can say, look, hey, get in, here's what you need to do it today, and then get out with Forex. One thing I've learned, because I've worked with people that have been doing it for years, they call themselves gurus. Some of them are gurus, and then some of them are liars. They like to tell lies. I'm like, look, just tell me the truth so I can win. So I've been playing the Forex game for years, and I've lost a boatload of money and spent a boatload of money. But the one thing I came up with is a strategy that works for anybody. I don't care how smart, how dumb you are. Anybody can press a button and say buy. Anybody can press a button that says sell. The question is, and this what makes Forex so dumb, so smart. The question is, when do you press the button?
Right. Because the reason why I asked, because my little sister Jasha, she did the Forex trading, and she was real good in doing it when she was doing it, and she was teaching me, and I didn't really understand it until I did a little bit of education on it, and even like my pops, and we was like, man, like how are they really doing this? But it's just like they putting the stuff out, but it's a matter of like when you put in for like that trade, because it was being done by the seconds and the minutes. And she even showed me how she just made, I'll never forget, she made $1,075 off a trade she did, and it literally took 60 seconds.
That is correct.
60 seconds made over $1,000. My pops did it. She showed my pops. My pops didn't believe it. Showed my pops, and he made $1,081 and some change when he puts when he had put a certain amount of money in for like a trade. He said, "Dang, that took about 2 minutes." He's like, "Yeah," but it's like it is like you do have to educate yourself on it. It isn't just something that you just listen to people on and do. It takes practice, and what they had was like it was kind of like a game simulator. It's kind of like fake trading. Right. And like you're doing it, you're playing around with it just to kind of see like, okay, what'll work, what won't work, how to kind of know when it's going to rise and when it's going to drop by the seconds in a minute. And I was like, okay, I can play around with this to kind of see, how it'll work, but I haven't been in it in like 3-4 years. So I don't know.
Correct.
I don't know. So just wanted to kind of see like if that was something that you're trying to get into and everything like that. I'm down with trying to educate myself a little more on that if you know more than I do.
Correct. And see what you're talking about is what you're talking about is basically a language. And what you have to do is understand the language so that it's so simple. A fourth year, you know, the TV show with the white guy on Fox, it was called "Are You Smarter Than a Fourth Grader?" I think that's what it was.
Right.
That's the way you need to be with investment. A fourth grader can do this. So, and the movie I told everybody to watch. This is like your homework, so to speak. The movie I told everybody to watch, I got on my wall here. It's called The Prestige. The Prestige is on Amazon. It's like $10 to buy it, $5 to rent it. But it's called The Prestige. And what that movie does is it tells you how the financial system works. It works off of lies. That's where it's at. It does. It works off of lies. And their job is to lie to you so they can get rich. Like, well, that don't make sense. But let me prove it to you. Okay. I did a video on investing, Rule 72. I said, well, if you go into the bank and ask them, hey, if I put $1,000 in the savings account, tell me when the $1,000 is going to turn into. Well, the Rule of 72 tells you what it's going to be. Within, you take the interest rate you earn on your money, most savings account that's less than 1%. Let's just use 1%. 72 divided by 1 is 72 years. You be dead.
You be dead.
They're not going to tell you that. Well, you know,
say that.
They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you whether you put $1,000 in the savings account 72 years from now, it'll be 2,000. You do that, get out of my face.
Man.
They not. So, what I understand, and trust me, when you learn this in real time, I mean real life, it kind of scares you, but you just understand. Hey, look, I know, and the way I work is, I know how I feel to not know. I know how I feel to struggle and not have no money. I know. I live that life. So, when it comes to the stock market, okay, in my econ, if you're in the business, in your back office, Ivy tells you how the stock market works, the general rules, stuff like that. And then what Ivy's going to do when you get on the calls, he's going to say, hey, you know what? Why don't you just do a simple mutual fund that's going to earn you a nice rate of return? And he has to say that because the average person is not going to be smart enough to really pay attention to the stock market and do what they need to do to be successful. They're not. So he's like, look, let me just make this easy. Pick something that's going to earn you a general rate of return. Okay. All right. I got kicked off, so hang on. I don't know what happened, but I got kicked off. Okay, can y'all see what's on my screen here?
No.
All right.
No.
All right, hang on. Okay. How about now?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Okay, all right. I don't know what happened, but like I said, I got a new computer, so I'm still learning some stuff. But what you are talking about, and see, it helps when you can see this.
Yeah,
now,
it helps a lot.
I have a Forex account, and this is not the best way of showing it. It's just a way of showing it so you can see it.
Yeah.
But bottom line, when I watched that, I ain't understand none of this stuff until I watched that movie. That's why I'm telling you to watch it. Okay? Even my mentors, I paid for a course. Me and my wife paid $8,000 for a trading course on Forex. And the guy, I mean, he kind of down low. He's like, look, I'm gonna just be honest with you. And he kind of like me. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Bottom line, when I tell you the truth, don't be upset, but it's the truth. So at least you know what you're doing when you do it. So when you're doing Forex, and this is just the way I learned. Bottom line, this stupid thing, and I'm just being honest with you, this stupid thing is going to go up or down. That's all it does. I don't care what pair, and the one you see here is EURUSD, which stands for European versus USD.
Yeah.
US dollar. It's going to go up or down.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, they got all these companies teaching you Forex. And I mean, great. All that stuff is great. All that stuff is great. But bottom line, the average person just want to make money. I don't care how it works. I don't care about the philosophy and they call it the trading curve and they call it the. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I just want to make money. Just tell me how to make money. And see, when you sign up for all these courses, they tell you everything except, hey, look, you know what? This is how it works. It's how simple this is. So, bottom line, what I figured out, and a friend of mine I lived with for a while, he taught me the strategy. Okay, bottom line, why don't you just buy when it go up? If it goes up, just buy when it go up. And then when it go down, just buy when it go down. Why are we making this complicated? It's like, that's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's just the question of when do you do it? Now, in the Forex market, you got different time zones. You got China, they work on when we sleep and they making money. And then Australia, you got all these different time zones. The bottom line, it all come back to the news. When I was talking about when you check the daily market to see what's going on, well, bottom line, if you're trying to make the most money, whenever the news come out, that's when you make the money. Okay, great. So that's just, so in layman's terms, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is, and it's the same thing in the stock market. So if you want to make some money in the Forex market, okay, today is the 20th. When you see a red folder, that's when you want to buy or sell. That's it. Okay. Remember I told you the key is when do you buy, when do you sell. Okay. This is the time when the red folder come out. That's when you want to buy and sell. That's it. All right, well, look. Let's go. Let's make some money. That's how simple it is. But to get to that, you got to understand the system. And that's the part that people don't know. They don't understand.
Yeah.
It's called pairs and stuff like that. But it's on my to-do list. Just got in a minute because I've never done this before. In other words, I've never trained on how to do Forex. I know how to do Forex, but I never trained somebody. So now I got to create the system to train. And it ain't that hard. But bottom line, I just have to figure it out. But I hear what you're saying, James. But
yeah,
my advice to y'all is watch that movie because trust me, it's a mindset. The mindset is, I'm just being honest with you, the way the movie is taught, and you'll see it, we all are dumb consumers. We don't know anything, so they capitalize off of that. It's like the bank. The bank know that the average person don't know the rule of 72. They know that you don't know how to earn 10 to 30%. So they say, come on down, give me your money, and we're going to get rich.
Yeah, simple as that.
That's how the world works. That's why when you look at my bank account, I don't keep no money in my bank accounts. I have my emergency fund in different places. But bottom line, I got $1,000 hitting all over the damn place, and probably even more money than that because I forget where it's at. But bottom line, most of my money is in investments. If I'm gonna put some money somewhere, because I know the bank, they know how to earn 10 to 100%. Well, shoot, I can do the same thing. They're not gonna tell you. The bank are not gonna tell you how to earn 10 to 100%. They're not. Mm-hmm. So you got to do that yourself. You just got to be smart with your money. That's all. So what you're saying, James, is correct. And the issue you have is a lot of people when they do Forex, they'll make a one-time hit, which would be they'll hit the lottery one time, and then I'm like, well, hold it now. If you're so good, why you can't do that every day?
Right.
Why you can't do that every day or every week? See, that's how you clear up the nonsense. And see, when I show you my account, you see why I've done it more than once. You see why I made more than I'm like, look, give my money. I'm cashing out. So if I tell you I'm earning 5 to 10, 20% every week, you should look at my account and see where I make. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, you see that? That's how you see we playing Monopoly with real money. That's what you thought. We playing Monopoly with real money. Let's go. You can't get with fake money, they gonna have with real money. So this is how we play this game. And like I said, I've been playing long enough. I just never really kind of sat down and taught people how to play. I mean, I know how to earn 10, 20 minutes. I ain't no rush to teach nobody, but now since I came out of retirement, and then now I'm building a system. All right, I'm gonna teach everybody. I'm gonna teach everybody. Yeah, who wants to learn how to earn 10%? Let's go.
All right.
See? There you go. All right. So like I said, this ain't easy, you know, but hey, I try to make it fun. You know, I try to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. All right, I gotta get to work.
All right, I appreciate it.
Today, and I always like to end with a prayer. So, Erica, you want to close it out with prayer?
Sure. Dear Lord, we come before your humble throne, thanking you for grace and mercy, thanking you for waking us up this morning with warm blood running through our veins. Lord, we thank you for Sean and giving us the ability to have more wisdom with our money. We thank you for having Sean talk to us about what to do with the money. Lord, we're asking that you touch each and every member on this call and bless them throughout the day and keep them safe from hurt, harm, and danger. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
All right. Hey, we probably won't be talking till next week. I might do a call next week. I gotta do some traveling. I just don't know when, but it's on my to-do list. So if we do, I'll let you know. But hey, if we don't talk to now next week, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and much blessings to you and your family. And hey, whatever y'all do over the holiday, enjoy it. And then hopefully next year we'll just kind of, if you ain't got your financial stuff in order now, look, when next year come in 2 weeks from now, it's gonna be ready. Rock and roll and win.
Rock and roll.
Okay.
All right. Have a great
Awesome.
day.
No. All right, have a great one.
All right.
All right.
Have a great one.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.